Hi everybody, welcome to today's session. It's Ollie today doing delivery charges in Prima. If you've got any questions while I'm going through any of this, you can speak on the YouTube chat where Liam will be attending today. Okay, so first of all, delivery charges in Prima, there's a few ways you can go about it. So a couple of customers use free line delivery charges, so setting up products and doing delivery charges that way. The other option you have got is to set up a delivery charge that will pull through to your sales orders if selected, which is set up within your administration. So I'm going to go through that first. So once you open up your Prima icon, if you go to the administration application and then sign in, so if we go to general admin and delivery charges, so we've got a couple set up already, just some test ones on this test database. So you can see there we've got a £7 charge, and we've got a free over £50 as well. So if I just open those ones up as examples. Okay, so the charge info, so you can call that whatever you want, maybe something relating to yourself, so you know what it is. You've got your cost values and your charge values. So say for example, the standard cost to yourselves is going to be £5, and they're going to get a free delivery over £50. So this one's not quite set up correctly, so you would have a charge in there if it is under £50. So if this £50 was triggered, that'd then be when they get the free delivery charge. So for example, you may cost them £5 as it costs you £5, but then when it's free over £50, this charge value is going to be wiped off, and then they're going to get a free delivery. The special values just below, there's a couple of ways in which you can do that also. So what you may have is, for example, we're based in the northwest. We don't want to be delivering down to right down in the south to Cornwall, for example. So what you can do is within the administration again is set up particular delivery charges against postcodes. By doing that, you can have your WA5 or whatever it may be, to have a particular delivery charge with this special pricing that pulls through with that. So I'll come on to that in a second as well. So the special free over would apply again for the postcodes. Your option type would be which one you want to pull through at default. So if you do both apply, then the special price would pull through if the postcode matches. If you wanted the standard price to pull through regardless of a postcode, you'd do that, but there's not much point in doing that. We'd advise to use it as both apply. Tax codes, whether you want it to be including VAT or just a standard rate, including VAT or not including VAT rather, sorry, and then your nominals in Sage, so where it's going to post to, and then just your department as well. So you'd save and close that, you're happy with that, and then that's done for Prima. So in terms of your special values, so in the special cost, what you've got here is the postcode areas. So going into there, you can see there you've got a list of postcodes. So in all your Primas, you'll have this information already populated. So we can see there Bournemouth, right? Okay, so we definitely don't want to be delivering to them unless there's a charge. So you double click into it, and then that's going to pull up then what charge you're going to assign against it. So we could then assign them the free over £50, for example, which then the special price would pull through when the BH code in the postcode pulls through onto that sales order. So you may have a customer based in Bournemouth, they place an order for £40, for example, and then the special pricing information is going to pull through then based on this delivery charge that's set up as well. So you'd save and close that, and then once you put on a sales order, it pull through. So I'll just close out of that. Again, same for all other postcodes. You just double click into it, assign a delivery charge. So we could say this one we want to have it as a £7. You could have a delivery charge set up to be, you charge them £20, or you can have like furniture delivery charges, whatever you guys have for your specific business. You can set up within delivery charges. So if you have a specific delivery charge, what you do is you click on the new delivery charge, enter in your information there. So it could be furniture charge, for example. Put in your charge value of, we're going to charge the customer £20 because it's going to cost us 15 or something, whatever it may be different. free delivery if they order over £300 or something, and you get the gist of how it goes. So special value would be based on postcode, or it could be based on product as well. So if it was based on the product, what you'd have is within the product record, you've got a delivery type assigned against the product. So it may be worth me pulling that up now. 1 second. I'll just pull up a quick product. So basically, the special price will pull through either on postcode or on a product. So if, say for example, we use KF25001, and then we assign a special charge against this, when you add this line onto your sales order, that's going to pull through then your delivery charge to pull through that special pricing as well. So delivery type, special delivery, you'd save that. So this could be a furniture item, it could be whatever you want. And then once that's pulled through then to your sales order, based on what's set up in the admin here, so what it's going to cost you, what it's going to be as a value, you'd then type into your delivery charge. So whatever that may be, you'd enter in your information, assign a nominal, so delivery for example, or if you've got something else set up, office, and then save and close, and then that's your new delivery charge created, and then that'll then just go into the list. Okay. In terms of how that comes through into Premium onto your sales orders, let's just get Premium back up. So if we go SOP, in fact I'll just do a new record. So new record, sales order, and then if I just type in a customer name and create. In the meeting room today, so the Wi-Fi is a little slow. Rightio. So add the item in. So KF25001. Save that. Okay, and then as you can see, all your details, so your pricing information is pulling through and updating accordingly. So we go to the header detail then. So this is then when you'd add your delivery charge in. So from the list, you can select your delivery charge. It could be a free over £50 that we want to put on. It could be the £7 charge, or it could be the furniture charge, for example. So whatever delivery charges you've got set up will pull through into here. So if we were to select the free over 50, your information would pull through onto the order. So you can see there, once I just click save them, by the way. So the delivery cost pulls through, and then it updates your figures on here as well. So as it's a delivery code and a delivery charge that's set up, that's then fixed on this sales order. So once you've authorised the order, there's no way of coming back into here and changing this particular delivery charge. So if you had an instance where you're not too sure of what your delivery charge would be yet, what we would advise is, with the no location charge, this is just there at default, you can manually update these prices. So we could say it's going to cost us £10 because that's what we're guessing, and we're going to charge the customer £5 regardless of whatever our cost changes to. So if we updated that now, then when you authorise the order, say for example you find out, well actually it's going to cost us £8, or it's going to cost us more, it's going to cost us 15, you can then come in and actually update this price. So if there was a delivery charge assigned to it, it's fixed in, you can't do anything with it. If the delivery charge could change, just use the no location charge and enter in your information here, because you could overtype it and update as well. Okay, so just to show you the free over 50 again, so if I click save now, that'll then update your pricing information. So changes to £5 pull through from your administration as well. Okay, so as well as updating your delivery codes per order basis, you can assign them to locations. So say for example you've got your Bournemouth location. If I just open this company, there we go. Right, so open the location, and then just for argument's sake, this postcode is now the Bournemouth postcode. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to add your delivery charge in here, so it's going to be the free over 50 or the furniture, whatever it may be. And then how that'd work is, if, say for example, this free over £50 was assigned to this location, if it wasn't based in Bournemouth, you'd get your standard pricing through. So that was the standard values that you're seeing in the administration. If you assigned the free over £50 and the postcode was Bournemouth, for example, that's then when the special values would pull through onto your order. So assign this free over 50 to this particular location that doesn't have any special request set up, it wouldn't pull through unless the product that's been added to the order does have a special delivery assigned against the product. So that KF25 code that we just amended then, that would pull through the special price from the delivery charge if one's set up. Otherwise, it'll just take from your standard values. Okay, just close out these. Right, so happy with the order, ready to go through with it, and then we're going to authorize the order for purchasing on the requirements. So just going to show you now how the values can change from the suppliers as well. So we've assigned the free over 50 and it's going to cost us £5. From requirements now we're going to authorize that through VAL, for example, which the cost could be different, which is why we would advise using the no location charge if it could change. But if it's always going to be the same price, that'll then pull through to your VAL order. So if we go to POP requirements, search on that, and then KF code. Right, so you can see that line in there now. So you've got your information in. So if we click purchase, and I'll just do it as a manual purchase. So pulling through, and just link through to the purchase order. So, oh, not going to be that one. So by purchase order number, this is going to be the latest one. So there we are, this is the one. Okay, so can you see now how the delivery cost has changed to £4? So what this is doing is you're telling the sales order it's going to cost you £5. But the reason why it's pulling through to the purchase order is £4 is because of what's set against the supplier. So the standard supplier delivery code here is set to 4, which is why your cost is pulling through onto the purchase order is £4. So just to explain that, so it may be confusing because the sales order is set to £5. That's what you're telling the sales side of things, but what could be per supplier could be different. So Val could charge £4, Spicer could charge £3, £5, whatever it may be. Which is where you assign it against the actual supplier record. So if we open up the company record for VAL and go to that supplier information, what you've got here is your delivery code. So they may charge £5 for direct deliveries, but they charge £4 for the standard, for example. So you can see there you can set delivery costs against suppliers and particular deliveries, and the free over as well. So some suppliers offer delivery at 10:30 AM, for example. So you set your delivery code up in here. If there's a particular free overcharge that they offer or whatever it may be, you can assign that in here. But this is then when your delivery codes will pull through to the purchasing side of things. So the delivery charges that we set up previously there were for the sales side of things. So this is then the supplier's information pulling through. So it's not always going to match with what you've got in your sales order. But if that was the case, using that no location charge, you can go in and update it as well. So we've overdone the sales order by £1 because the delivery cost is only actually £4 to VAL. So you can see there, delivery cost pulled through with £4. So if, for example, we put the sales order through at a direct delivery, that'd pull through at the £5, and then that's hunky dory, and we're happy with that. So that's all pulled through, and then you go ahead and purchase it, and then all your delivery charges then been updated. So just to show you how it pulls through to the sales invoice. So that sales order we've done, we've authorised it, it's gone through the system for argument's sake. So if we go to a sales invoice, If you just look at an outstanding one. Right, so here's one that I prepared earlier. Okay, so this invoice is just totally random, so it's no reflects on what we've been doing before. So, for example, the sales order was doing before had the £5 charge on, the £5 cost. So if there was a charge against that, so if you charge the customer £5, it's not over £50. This is then where your delivery charge pulls through to on the invoice as well. Just as a reference point of view, that's where it comes to. So just to recap what we've gone through today. So the administration, setting up delivery charges is within your general admin. The special deliveries, if a postcode delivery charge is set up, then that is when that would apply. Or alternatively, if there's a product with a special delivery assigned against it, that would then pull through the special pricing based on that. The purchase order, the delivery codes and costs and free over would pull through from your supplier information. So just to cover that again, I think I went through that a bit quick. So go into company, say for example this is Vow, you go to supplier and then all your delivery codes are set up in there. So all your delivery types and costs and free over, for example, are in there. So then that'll then pull through to your purchase order. And then it pulls through to your sales invoice and your purchase invoices in delivery charge option in the header as well. So that was just a quick recap. If you have got any questions, me and Liam will be hanging around on the live chat for a bit as well on the YouTube. So if you put any questions in there, we'll be happy to answer them. For next week's session, if you've got any topic suggestions as well, put them in the YouTube chat, or tweet the Prima Help Twitter account as well. We'll take all your suggestions on board, so if you don't put it in the Twitter poll this week, we'll put it into next week. And then you can all vote as well for what you want to see as the next webinar too. So Liam will place the Prima Help Twitter page in the live chat now, so if you scroll down on that, give us a follow if you haven't done so already, and then vote on the poll once it's released, probably within the hour or something. So yeah, thank you for your time today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and hopefully see you next week. Alright, thanks guys.